So listen, we doing another 2-minute drill again because I got a device full of clips. But listen, I'm going to play the clip and I'm going to get my point across in 2 minutes or less. So put a like on the video. Let's get straight to it.
Fact is that baby boomers could go to college and get a summer job and pay for their college. Okay. And then they didn't go to college. They could go to high school and then go wait online and get a job where you could support a wife and kids off of that job. And that was the way of the world previously, that my grandfather worked in factories his whole life and his wife didn't work. And that was that. And he owned a house. He sent kids to college. He had 2 cars. Like they had a nice life. And these kids today come out with 6 figures of debt and are getting a job at, Starbucks, and houses are going for like 600 grand for, you know what I mean? For that same humble house that my grandfather had. The baby boomers all got rich by the value of their house just going up.
Couldn't agree more.
And it seems like not a one of them ever went, hey, but aren't we kind of like pulling up the ladder on the helicopter here? Like if my house is like skyrocketing in value, that's nice for me. I got a HELOC and I got like some money coming in now that I can invest in the market that's going up and make this income coming in. But what about the next generation? How are they ever going to buy a house?
They don't care.
And like no one seemed to care about that.
They don't care. And
Now listen, this is something, if you go to the very first videos on my channel, this is what I started the channel with, these types of videos and stuff like that. But listen, very important points. Now, I don't necessarily blame boomers, like as far as citizens, but if you want to blame boomers, you want to blame people within the government and different institutions like banks, and things of that nature for doing what they have done, doing what they have done. Because when you look at the inflation and things of that nature, that was not done by your grandma, your granddad, your mom, or your dad. It wasn't done by any of them. It was done by the people with the powers, the people with the money, et cetera, et cetera. Now, one of the main reasons that I don't do a lot of videos about this is 2 reasons, actually. Number one, I'm not about to sit here and lie. I am not the most educated on this issue. I recognize the issue. I can point out the issue. I could tell you the differences. I could tell you even to some degree what caused the state of things right now as a whole when it comes to just family in general. But I am not the most knowledgeable. I have to still get my knowledge up on that. But the second reason is I don't know what a tangible solution to this actually is, because it's bigger than just an individual or a set of individuals. It's bigger than that. So when you look at it, living sometime between the 40s and I'll even say the 80s, you could come out of school, high school, and you could either go to college and not be in crazy debt, or you could go straight to the factories, or you could even go to the military and have your college paid off. You could do one of those things. Now you're pretty much fucked.
You stand like a baddie.
I sound like a baddie?
Yes. And I'm traumatized. So
For
like
what?
I dated a guy like briefly, and I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I saw like sass and I tried to like, maybe. And I was wrong. He was really sassy. So
So this is how you stand?
yes.
Okay.
Look.
Okay, that's cool.
So that's the only thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
So now is she someone that's your type?
I would definitely say yeah. She's definitely.
Listen, I plan on talking about the word sassy in the future, but listen, man, I'm going to just keep it very simple because I only got 2 minutes, man. Chicks go off on dudes like this in situations like this because they know there are no repercussions. They don't fear any repercussions, especially verbal or anything like that. They don't fear any of that. They don't have anything stopping them from being a dickhead. And the other thing, when it comes to society, men are supposed to be the bigger person in situations with women and stuff like that. We're supposed to be even level-headed. They know this and they take advantage of that, and they just go off to the races with the insults and stuff like that. And that type of activity is what makes these shows unbearable for me to watch, because her asking, is this chick your type? A chick that's going to play me and try to basically say I'm sassy, or like you're automatically not my type no matter how you look. You're not my type anymore. And even with the first episode of this show, like, guys didn't really know what they were getting into. Guys know what they're getting into, and they still sign up for this and still go get pooped all over and then try to hold the fake smile the whole time. Oh yeah, she's cute. Yeah, she's my type. Just because they going along to get along. Now, as far as the sassy shit, she's basically saying two things with that. Number one, he looks very rainbowish. He looks very feminine. That's what she's trying to say. But the second thing is, so she's trying to emasculate him. Second thing she's saying, or the chicks use sassy for, if a dude is argumentative, if they make a point and chicks are tired of arguing with them or having a disagreement with them, they will say a guy is sassy. So that's what that is.
Guys mostly want to hang with their boys. Men, when they think of fun, they do not think of their girl. They only think of their male friend. Or
I got some truth.
So what does it take for it to be a girl to be fun? Like, I want to take her to everything.
That was a good rebuttal. Yeah, just start making us do shit whenever y'all around us. General.
Who else will we get?
Exactly. No, I'm not saying I have a problem with it, but don't you see the perspective of, you asked why?
Who else would we ask? Why is it?
No, just listen real quick.
Okay.
You asked why we rather chill with our niggas, because we get to
be ourselves.
We get to be chill and lazy.
It's easier. Yeah, you get to not do shit.
Yes.
Duh.
Yeah.
Do that with him, and then when you get home, get on your shit, do your thing.
But the world would be a better place if when we chilled with shorties, we could chill out.
Y'all don't know how to stop chilling sometimes. Y'all don't know how to stop chilling. That's the problem.
You see, you gotta get back into
we
the
gotta
workforce.
be like,
I know, that's right.
Mom give you a few nights not to take the garbage out, niggas start wilding. They never take the garbage out again until mom asks. And then she gotta yell. And then she gotta not give you that again, that freedom again to not. Now is like, I gotta stay on your ass for you to listen. Y'all are hard-headed. That's what we gotta do with.
I really don't know where to start with this one, because I could literally do a whole 10-minute video just on this alone. So the first thing that I'll say is, even when chicks ask, what do you want as a man? They literally don't care. This is a perfect example, because she said, how could we be more fun to where guys would want to chill with us? And then she says, basically, yeah, you should be doing shit that I tell you to do, as far as like chores and shit, when I tell you to do chores when I'm with you. So she asked how to be more fun, but when told how to be more fun and basically being told to stop doing something, she refused to stop doing it. She defended the action that makes men not want to chill with them. So she didn't even act like she understood. That's the crazy part. So again, they only care about what they want. Now, the second point that I'm going to make, and I'll try and be very brief with this is why it is better to just be smashing in a lot of cases, because the juice don't be worth the squeeze, as some guys would say. It just don't. Like, having a relationship with some of these women do not be worth the labor that they try to have you do, or that you will have to do, et cetera, et cetera. Especially if you got to pay them, especially if it's not and when I say pay them, I mean go on dates, pay for nails and stuff. It like, that part of the game don't be necessary unless you with a chick long term, or you even just claiming her as your girlfriend and stuff like that. So that is why it is better to have short-term relations, because I'm gonna be honest, like, if you are dealing with women that are actually attracted to you, you don't have to deal with that. You don't have to put out that type of effort.
Speaking about provision, right? Because that's what you said about provide. How do you feel about going 50-50 on bills?
I'm not doing that.
You're not going 50-50 on bills?
I'm not doing it.
Why not?
Because I'm not doing that. Well, I'm not doing that because I don't want to.
Okay.
Why do I have to go 50-50 on bills?
I hear you, right? But we just have to think about the economy that's going on out here, like realistically, right? So you mean to tell me if your bills is $50,000 a month, you wouldn't take a free $25,000 a month to alleviate some stress? You wouldn't take that?
I will go 10%.
You will go 10%? Who the fuck do you think 10%? If your bills is 50.
I'm not even taking 2 minutes on this one. Just hear me out. I'm gonna make it very brief. If you take a chick pussy and just throw it in the trash, you said Kobe, you shoot it in the trash. Boom, it lands in the trash. Now you have a woman with no coochie. What value does she contribute to the relationship? This is the more important thing. Even if you just get outside of that, is the woman even willing to compromise on any level or even contribute anything mutually to the relationship? And is she even looking to provide value to you in some way? Is she enthusiastic or just even, I don't even know a word for it, bro. Is she just willing on some level to satisfy you, to please you, to support you? Like, is that even is the will to be a good woman to her man actually there? The answer for a lot of these women right now, regardless of race, is fuck no. They just want to leash. They don't give a fuck about what you want. That's what the last 2 clips have shown us. Let's see what the 3rd clip has to offer, or the next clip has to offer.
Even fucking cooking and cleaning. Y'all not traditional, but y'all want a man to fucking move the fucking milk the cow and shit. Get the fuck out of here.
If I'm getting pulled over on the side of the road, right? I have a flat and I'm with a man. He doesn't know how.
I can call somebody. I'm paying for it. Don't worry about my bread. I'm not getting my clothes dirty. I'm gonna pay somebody.
That's you.
That doesn't make me less of a man because I'm gonna throw my hands when a nigga try to touch you. I'm not gonna have no nigga touch you or disrespect you. You compare my manhood to a fucking tire?
Because he can't do a job that men are trained to do. He's not a man.
What are the new men being raised to do? So if you can't change a tire, you can't build a house. What are you going to teach your son?
I'm not going to waste my 3 hours mowing my lawn and all my acres of land. I'm going to pay somebody to do it. Am I less of a man?
Question. If I pay a chef to cook, am I less of a woman?
Huh?
If I'm paying a chef to cook, am I less of a woman?
Double standards, though.
How is it a double standard?
And put up a fireplace. Why can't we pay? Why can't I pay to do something?
Listen. I just gave you an example how I can still protect you, how you're still safe, how you still got a home, all this other shit. And the one shit you supposed to do in the home, you complaining.
She's supposed to
women don't want to watch the fucking kids no more. They want fucking nannies watching the kids. Women don't want to fucking cook no more. They want a chef. And they want the nigga to still be paying for everything.
And again, I feel like your woman wants to go and hire a chef. She is not less of a woman for that. She's just taking the day off.
She's not less of a woman, but I told my woman to cook. She gonna cook. You guys was the one questioning a man over a fucking tire.
So much about this clip is goofy. Like, I fucking melt every time I hear a chick say men not building houses no more. The first thing is, yes, they are. Let's just get that out the way. Like, all the construction is done. The majority of the construction teams are going to be composed of men. But guess what? To build, because this is the thing, the men you thinking about, these Paul Bunyan ass niggas that don't exist, that went out in the forest with an axe and chopped the trees down themselves and then went and started stacking up the logs in fucking 1832 and shit like that with those uninsulated fucking houses. That shit doesn't exist anymore. What you getting now is you getting a whole air conditioning system, ventilation. You know, you got to have a septic tank in it. You got to have the plumbing right and all that shit. Guess what? The people who put the bricks together and stuff like that, they don't do the architecture. The people who do the architecture don't lay the bricks. Guess what? Both of those people do not lay the pipes down for the plumbing. So, like, they have actual plumbers come and do that shit. So saying men don't build houses, that's just some of the dumbest fucking shit when we talking about gender roles. It's literally brain dead shit. Now, when we get past that, she says the whole, like, well, if I don't cook, because I didn't even get to the tire shit yet. I want to stretch this shit out. But listen, man, I could break down the tire shit, but we will skip over that because that is a task that rarely has to be done, that you go to a garage and pay somebody to do. When we talk about cooking, we eat every fucking day, and I'm buying groceries to put in here, and you can't cook a fucking meal with the groceries that we got put together. So yeah, if you do buy that, it does make you less than a woman because we just got done watching a clip about 50-50 and a chick not wanting to contribute anything. So y'all gonna complain about that if you do have to pay. Again, these chicks don't want to contribute no fucking value.
To show the world you don't need an OnlyFans, you don't need to do this, you don't need to do that, you don't need to feel obligated to be anything sexual in this world, because that's how I felt 5 years ago. Okay, 5 years ago I thought I had to show my body to be somewhere in life. I regret that more than anything. I paid websites to get my body off of there. Okay, it is the biggest fucking mistake anybody can make in their life, unless you're a porn star, because OnlyFans is going to shit. That's all I could say.
Yeah, I caught the end of this let me put air quotes, retired hoe rant. You know, I caught the end of this retired hoe rant on TikTok. And the message is good. She says OnlyFans is cooked. And she also said, you know, that is one of the biggest regrets that she has. Now, I don't know who she is. I was just swiping. I don't follow her. But once I seen she was going and that she was like, you know, a ex, like whatever she used to do, because I don't know if she used to have sex or she used to just show her body. I don't know what she used to do. But once I seen that, I was like, yeah, I gotta get a little bit of this. So I started recording and stuff like that. And boom, we have that. See, this is the thing. A lot of people be mad, like, oh man, you know, the OnlyFans made more than the NBA. Bruh, it's like 400 players in the NBA. 400 or 500 players in the NBA. There's like, I don't even know. There are millions of people on OnlyFans. And the last time I checked, I did the math, like, you know when they say you're in the top 1%, the top 1% or whatever that number is of the user base that they have, that's 40,000 people. That's 40,000 people. So when you look at them making more money than the NBA, that doesn't mean that the creators are making more money than NBA players. I'm going to tell you right now, what Russell Westbrook's last contract was, no bitch on OnlyFans is seeing that type of money. I don't care if fucking Bad Baby is getting 50 million in 3 years or whatever the case, bruh. They not seeing the Russell Westbrook, what his last contract was. The one before this current one. But listen, and I've seen a lot of chicks quit because, quite frankly, they not getting money. The lower tier ones and things of that nature. So listen, man. At the end of the day, if you seen my Lisa Ann video, if you seen my Superhead video, the truth is when it comes to most old hoes, they regret what they did in their whole past. And I'm going to be honest, the message that she was given was definitely an important message to all current young hoes and potential hoes and even women who aren't hoes who think the grass is greener on the other side. This is past the 2 minutes, but I feel that that's necessary to say. And even though, you know, I just went over all of that, I will salute her just for putting that message out because she didn't have to put that message out. It don't benefit her in any type of way to put that, like, that's not gonna fill up the bank, her saying that information and stuff like that. But as somebody from the black community, when you look at hoes and when you also look at the streets, the thing that you don't see enough of and a lot of is people who have seen the downside of that telling other people, especially the youth and people in it, like, yeah, I regret all of this. It's bad. And it's only going to lead to destruction and stuff like that. But listen, we done for today, man. Let me know your thoughts. I am gone.